Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Reed, and today I'll be talking about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra, and I'll be ranking my favorite seasons of them from least favorite to most favorite. So my least favorite, this one might be a little bit controversial. It's season 1 of The Last Airbender. Now I know it's really popular, but I like it a lot too. To be fair. There's a lot of good world building you get in the first season, and you really get to know the characters well. Like, there's a lot of character development between both Team Avatar and Zuko and his uncle. There's really good episodes in it, like The Storm, The Blue Spirit, and The Seas of the North. Those are really, outstanding episodes of the show. However, there's a lot of filler episodes in season 2. Many, many filler episodes. A lot of them are just there to be there. I feel like they're just there to raise the episode count. It just doesn't make the show that enjoyable for me. On second watch, first watch, I loved it. But when I watched it the second time, I just wanted to get to the good stuff, In 6th place, we have Season 2 of Legend of Korra. Probably my least favorite season of Korra, even though it's still pretty good. It has good battle scenes. And I love the beginning episodes where we get to learn more about the spirit world and the first Avatar. However, there's a really weak villain. I didn't think he was nearly as endearing as the other villains in the series. And just his whole motivation is just kind of like, I want to take over the world, ha ha! While the other core villains had some more depth to them. They actually had motives that weren't exactly selfish. Also, season 2 had the terrible Korra Mako subplot that really went nowhere and took away from the main storyline, and it was way too angsty, and I don't care about you guys. I just don't care. I just want to, I don't know. I don't really like forced romances that detract from the main story that much. In 5th place, I have season 4 of Legend of Korra. This was a really good season, mainly in part because of Kuvera, who is one of the best villains of the show. She really thinks she's doing the right thing, even though she's an imperialist, but she thinks by conquering other lands she could make the world a better place, and I think deep down inside of her she's a really good person, but she's just really flawed, and that's what makes her interesting. I love Korra's PTSD and depression, how they explored that in the episode Korra Alone. I thought that was a really deep exploration of her character, and it really developed her, and once she got through it, she became a better person. However, there's some faults in the season, like the episode Remembrances is just a weak filler episode. It's just a clip show, which is my least favorite type of filler episode. It's just there to be there. Really didn't have any reason to be there. Also, I didn't really like the Korra-Asami relationship, the relationship between Korra and Asami that just kind of came out of nowhere in the finale. Like, they put a few hints throughout the season, and then boom, they're together. Now, I obviously don't have any problem with lesbian couples in TV, but they should have just worked it in more. They should have referenced it a few times if they're gonna make that the final scene. Like Adventure Time did a really good job at this because they hinted at Marceline and Bubblegum having a relationship for 7 seasons. But this, they just mentioned it twice, and then boom, they're together. Final scene of the series. It really just kind of came out of left field for me. Okay, so 4th place is season 1 of Legend of Korra. It was a really good season because I kind of had my doubts about Legend of Korra and how much I would like it, because some people say it's really great, some people say it's really bad. I think it's good. I like it a lot. Amon is a really great villain. I like the communist parallels between that show and his idealism in kind of real life communist countries. It was pretty cool, and I liked Korra a lot as a character. She was really tough, and she kind of went into things headstrong at first, but then she later developed. And Tenzin was a really cool character too. He was really at the forefront of Korra becoming a better bundle. Um, some things I did not like of the season was the whole Korra, Mako, Asami, Bolin, love squirrel thing. It just took up way too much time. Like it's just I don't like love triangles as much as like if you're gonna have a love triangle, it sucks. Love squirrels eating rules. It sucked. It took up way too much time. It really didn't advance the plot. It was just terrible. Um, in third place, I have season 2 of The Last Airbender. This was a really good season. It's when things really got better. For The Last Airbender. First of all, we get to meet Toph, one of my favorite characters across all of Avatar. She's a really great character. Um, we also may get to meet Azula, one of the great villains, and we get the awesome episode Zuko Alone, which really kind of delves deep into Zuko's character, kind of like Korra Alone delved really deep into Korra's. The Appa Goes Missing storyline was really heartbreaking and emotional, and they handled it really perfectly. Especially with the kind of the parallels to animal abuse in real life. The Tales of Ba Sing Se episode was really good too in that season. We got to see how everybody kind of went on a normal day, and we got that heartbreaking scene with Iroh mourning the loss of his son. It was really sad. The big explosive finale was really great, and with Zuko betraying his uncle and Azula hitting Aang with lightning and putting him into a coma. There's really no bad parts of this season, but it's still not my favorite because other seasons might have a couple cons, but the pros way more outweigh them. Which brings me to number 2, which is Legend of Korra Season 3. This is a great episode. It's so great. It's like we get more airbenders, which really kind of complexes the plot, because some people are overwhelmed by this, and it creates a lot of political and society tension. And Zahir is really my favorite villain. The fact that he was kind of knew the airbenders, he kind of studied them before he became an airbender, so he saw that as the perfect opportunity to try to reform life and stuff. He was really compelling, and his fight scene with Korra in the finale was so well done in every way. Like, the animation wise is probably the most ambitious fight scene in the entire series. It left Korra with a lot of mental and physical pain, which was explored in season 4, of course. It's really good. The cons of this one, I really don't think there's any cons, because every episode is so good. I love when the queen the Zahir sucked the air out of that evil queen's lungs and killed her. I thought that was so cool and so violent for a kids show on Nickelodeon. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Like, I don't even think kids watched it when it was on. It was mostly for adults anyway. Which brings me to the number 1 season out of both series, and that is season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This was when all the plots from the first 2 seasons come together in the most spectacular way. We get to see Sozin and Roku's backstory, and we get to see the Puppet Master episode, one of my favorites, where we learn about bloodbending and how dangerous it could be. And then we have the Day of the Black Sun, where they try to confront the Fire Lord during the eclipse, but they fail, and Zuko betrays his dad and decides to join Team Avatar. So we get a lot of scenes where Zuko tries to convince Team Avatar he's changed into a better person. And one of those is where they break Sokka's dad and his girlfriend Suki out of prison. That was a really intense episode. It was really exciting, I guess. And then there's the finale, which is one of the best finales in television history, between Aang's struggle to defeat the Fire Lord without killing him, and he finds a way to do it through energy bending, where he could take people's bending away. Was a really creative way to wrap up that kind of predicament he was in. And the Agni Kai between Zuko and Azula was one of the most emotionally charged fights in television history. It was really good. It was like built up from the first moment we see Azula, and it just ended perfectly. One of the best finales ever. Then we got the comics, which I'll talk about on a later day. But yeah, that is my review. Well, my ranking of all 7 seasons between Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I post videos every Sunday. Have a nice day, guys. Stay safe.